Cargar partida. Vamos para allá. Va a ser lo más probable que seleccionemos pícara en la última entrega, porque he visto una especie de habilidades tiradas por un pícaro que ha sido increíble. Vale, ¿qué misiones teníamos? Bueno, estábamos casi a nivel... ¿Cuál? Casi nivel 11, cuidado. ¿Qué es esto? Golpes poderosos. No tenemos activado esto. Lo de indómito. Vale. El círculo de los hechiceros. Has encontrado un libro de texto. La ruina. El Arl de Risco Rojo, un parangón. Sin parangón XD. La naturaleza de la bestia. De los clanes de alsinos. Vale. Tenemos una cosa del círculo. Contenido. Ciencias de invocación, guardia al alcance. El caos en la torre ha permitido a un aprendiz encontrar un antiguo y oculto secreto. Busca sus notas y puede que descubras algo importante sobre la torre. 5 pag. Varios encantadores del círculo estaban estudiando. Alguien llamado se ha aprovechado de su ego para llenarse los bolsillos. Búscalo. Vale, podemos ir al círculo. Sí, yo creo que vamos a ir al círculo. A la torre de los magos. A ver. Este personaje, Buain, me mola bastante. Torre del Círculo. Vamos a la Torre del Círculo. Y después ya vemos a dónde vamos. Pero como tenemos esas, entre comillas, especies de misiones... Vale, tenemos un combate. Vale, Buain. Prefiero que vaya con el bastón, ¿eh? Vete con el bastón y pegas castañas con el bastón.
We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Puede ser una traición esto, ¿eh?
Trap right ahead.
Sí, me lo imaginaba. ¡Oh, ya sé quién es! La Guardia Gris morirá aquí. ¡Oh! ¡Me han paralizado! ¿Podemos atacar, por favor? A por este. Pinches trampas.
existences.
El asesino elfo está herido, inconsciente pero vivo. Si lo deseas, puedes atarlo y hablar con él. Lo despiertas y hablas con él.
Oh, what? Oh. I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
Tengo algunas preguntas.
So I'm to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
¿Qué son los
I
cuervos?
can tell you that. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva. Very powerful and renowned for always getting the job done, so to speak. Someone went to great expense to hire this man.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous.
¿Vienes de Antiva?
Not precisely. I was in the neighborhood when the offer came. The Crows get around, you see. A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logain, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
¿Cuánto te pagaron?
I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest.
¿Eso significa que eres leal a Lowe?
I have no idea what his issues are with you. The usual, I imagine. You threaten his power, yes? Beyond that, no, I am not loyal to him. I was contracted to perform a service.
¿Cuándo ibas a volver
I
a verlo?
wasn't. If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the Crows would have informed your Logain of the results, if he didn't already know. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least, as far as the Crows are concerned. No need to see Logain then.
Si hubiera fracasado.
What can I say, huh? I am an eternal optimist. Although the chances of succeeding at this point seem a bit slim, don't they? No, I don't suppose you'd find that funny, would you?
¿Por qué me dices todo eso?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Ni siquiera eres leal con tus patrones.
Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further.
Te escucho, sea
Well,
rápido.
here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the Crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the Crows pause, so let me serve you instead. To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
¿No van a perseguirte?
Possibly. I happen to know their wily ways, however. I can protect myself as well as you. Not that you seem to need much help. And if not, well, it's not as if I had many alternatives to start with, is it?
¿Y he de esperar la misma lealtad por tu
I
parte?
happen to be a very loyal person. Up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing, in which case I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
¿Y qué quieres a cambio?
Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
¿Por qué iba a querer tu ayuda?
Why? Because I am skilled at many things, from fighting to stealth and picking locks. I could also warn you should the Antivan crows attempt something more sophisticated now that my attempts have failed. I could also stand around and look pretty if you prefer. Warm your bed. Fend off unwanted suitors, no?
Si es lo que prefieres, calentar tu cama, ahuyentar.
See? I knew we could find a common interest. Or two, or three. Really, I can go all night. So, what shall it be?
What?
Shine armor?
Me he rayado yo
We'll
solo.
find a better deal, I promise.
Muy bien, acepto tu.
Welcome, Zevran. Having an Antivan crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Oh, you are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
Or maybe not.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Increíble. Por ahora nos vamos a quedar con este equipo, ¿eh? Vale, antes de continuar hay que... Ungüento de hielo.
As you desire.
Anillo de hierro. Glow. Mira, un cuerpo. Quieto. Dinerito. ¿Cuánto dinero tenemos a todo esto? 21 oros. Es que claro, estamos haciendo misión tras misión. Y cuidado. Por aquí debería de haber algún Bueno, dos cuerpos. No, son tres, son tres.
Yes? Something you need?
¿Qué sabes de este lugar?
Next to nothing, I'm afraid. Perhaps there is little to know about this place, or I simply have not discovered its secrets yet. Well, all right.
Dinerito. ¿Quieres pillar esto? Gracias. Y más dinerito. Vale. Pues no parece que haya nada más. Así que nos podemos ir ya donde íbamos originalmente. A la Torre de los Magos. Primer encantador. Vale. Sótano.
I don't know if I have the strength for another big battle.
The Grey Wardens saved us. Fighting the Blight is the least we can do.
True.
The Circle has always played a part in defeating the Blights. This is our chance to show that we will fight and die for our home, just like any other Ferelden.
Me gusta lo que he escuchado. Por aquí no hay nadie más. Es que vamos a investigarlo otra vez porque supuestamente aquí... A ver.
Have you ever seen an abomination?
Niño.
Thank you.
own swift sword and deliver me that I might find the Maker again.
I dread to think of what might have
I
become
think
of
we'll
us
be
if
all
you
right
hadn't
now,
Vale.
thanks to you. The children-
Nada por aquí.
Come on, you've rested enough. We need to get these out of the tower before they get fragrant.
Touching those abominations. It's wrong. Why do we have to take them across the lake to burn? The lake's right there.
I wish I could have gone with them. To fight.
Vale, subamos. Es que igual por aquí encontramos las misiones estas. Nada por aquí. No hay nadie aquí, ¿verdad? Absolutamente nadie. Let's go. Aquí es donde matamos a esas personas. O no, esas personas, que no son ni personas.
Oh, it's you! You saved the circle. I'd kiss your feet if you didn't look as though you'd kill me if I did that. You'll settle for a handshake, won't you? Maybe a kiss on the forehead, eh?
Apretón sí, beso no.
Suppose we feel the same way then. Might not seem like much coming from me, but I appreciate what you've done for us. Ah, hello again. Would you like me to tell you again how wonderful you are? Or maybe you'd just like to talk a little? Might not seem like much coming from me, but I appreciate what you've done for us.
Ok. Literalmente el mago encerrado en una habitación. Ah, vale, no, eso ya lo habíamos abierto cuando vinimos la primera vez. True. Esto está bloqueado, no podemos entrar. Vale, por aquí no hay nada más. Por ahí nada. Vale, aquí no hay nada. Vamos a investigarlo al 100%. Nada.
Well, all right.
Subimos al siguiente piso. Va a ser la única vez que volvamos a investigar toda la zona, ¿eh? No me voy a pasar investigándola 300 veces. Solo quiero ver si hay personas con las cuales podemos hablar y entregar X misión. Los cuerpos apilados ahí. ¡Let's go! Aquí nada.
Thank you for your assistance.
Gracias por tu ayuda. Por ahí se iría. Quiero mirar el resto de habitaciones de aquí. Nada, ¿verdad? Nada. Y esta es la última habitación, por así decirlo, antes de subir. El tranquilo está aquí.
Of course.
Vale, creo que es el último piso. Sí, esto es el último piso de calle.
As you desire.
Anda, mira tú por dónde. Claro, las cosas que me dejé, pues las pillamos aquí. Espérate, espérate, espérate. Túnica de inocente creo que me han dado. Y aquí, ¿qué hay? Habilidad insuficiente. Eso es lo que hay.
Lovely.
Sortija helada. No, 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 no. Es por esta parte. Sí. Era por esta parte. True.
Well, all right.
Por suerte hemos podido volver para pillarlo absolutamente todo. Imagino que seguirá sin poder abrir esto. Correcto. Me van a faltar por ahora 2 cofres por abrir. Si no parecen más cofres, pues solo serán 2 cofres. Que vendremos en un futuro probablemente. Vale, van a ser... Ahora son 3 cofres. 3 cofres. Vale, y subimos a la cámara tocha. Ok. Pues media vuelta, gente. Hemos hablado con todas las personas posibles. A ver, no con todas. Con todas hablaremos ahorita. Pensé que me estaba confundiendo de camino, pero no. Tercera planta. Ah, no, no, no. En la otra dirección. Vale, llegamos ya donde el cambio a la segunda planta. Sí, es por aquí. Hemos hablado... con los únicos que no hemos hablado... A ver, esta puerta porque no se puede abrir, literalmente. Hay otra que no podemos abrir, pero porque requiere llave. Y no tenemos la llave. Espérate, ¿dónde me he metido? Primera planta. Hemos llegado a la primera planta. Hablamos con el jefe del círculo y con el jefe de los templarios, que son, por así decirlo, las únicas personas que nos quedan por hablar. ¿Veis? Puerta de metal. No se puede desbloquear. Una fuerza invisible. Ajá. Aquí están estos dos, que no había nada. Lo único que no miré es si por aquí había más personas. No. Lo que sí hay es 300.000 personas muertecitas. Intendente.
I owe you my life. Thank you.
Welcome back, friend. You'll be glad to learn that the Circle is well on its way to recovery.
¿Estará preparado el círculo para combatir la ruina?
Do not worry. We are gearing up for battle as we speak. We will be there when the time comes. You've already done much for the Circle. Now you must see to your duty as a Grey Warden. I wish you well. Know you will always be welcome here.
My men have scouted the tower. It's a mess, but the abominations are gone.
We crushed their heads. It was fun.
You were very thorough. I'm impressed.
Alguien tenía que
And
hacerlo.
I am thankful you arrived when you did. In no time? Doubtful. But it doesn't hurt to be optimistic sometimes. I shan't keep you then. Farewell.
Perfecto. Hemos hablado ya con todas las personas de aquí. Vale. Misión. Tenerin. Amigos de... La cajita pintada tal como querían los amigos de... Jenny la Roja. La recompensa, sea la que sea, te espera en el barrio mercantil de Denerin. Vale. Vamos a Denerin. ¿Dónde está Denerin? Ferdela... Oscar, Lothering, el bosque... Denerin. Vale. Vale, vale. Denerin es esto de aquí. Vale, pues vamos a Denerin. Vámonos a Denerin porque allí tenemos una pequeña misioncita. Mientras no haya combate por en medio... Vale, ¿por qué abriré la bocota?
Ah, a fellow traveler of the fair lands. Are you a seeker, perchance? My packs are light, but I have a tome of strange origin. The Deus V Eternus, rumored to be the last message to a sinful world from the Maker himself. Ah, will the wonders of this all too small a land never cease? Well, they will for you. Get them!
So I shall.
Ven para acá. Easy. Bueno. Pues sí. Espérate que no he cogido la raíz mortal. Fuck. Pillamos la raíz mortal. Que no me he puesto a fabricar cosas, la verdad. O sea, porque tenemos aquí que con este personaje podría hacer estas cosas. O sea, herbalario, comida de Mavari, pociones, o sea, recordad que tenemos cosas guardadas, de este estilo. Vale, sigamos. No creo que haya dos combates, ¿verdad? Serían bastante XD. No, no hay dos. Vale, llegamos aquí y a ver con qué nos enseñan esta zona. Porque voy a intentar hacer esta misión que nos han desbloqueado. Barrio mercantil de Nerin. Vale, ¿cuál era la misión? Has conseguido la cajita pintada tal como querían los amigos de Jenny la Roja. La recompensa, sea la que sea, te espera en el barrio mercantil.
I have a question it may be able to answer, Elder Mage.
Must it always be Elder Mage? I'm not a wizened old crone just yet.
Would it prefer Mage well past her prime don't mind the sagging bits?
You have an odd way of requesting answers to your questions.
I'm curious about the abominations of the tower. Is it possible for such a creature to become human again?
Yes, it is simply very difficult. It requires travel into the Fade.
And is the mage the same afterwards as the mage was before?
No, I have never met such a person, but no, they are changed forever.
I understand. Thank you for the answer, wise one.
Vale. ¿Alguna puerta por aquí que se pueda abrir? Por ahora ninguna. Vamos a hablar con esta señora. Buenos días. Bueno, pues un saludo. Un saludo porque... bastante XD. Estas son hermanas... Tablón... estos creo que son 2 guardas. Sí, por ahí tenemos misión y tal. Espérate. Vale. Me alegro volver a verte, si no nos hemos visto en la vida, crack. Caja de madera. A ver. ¿Qué contiene esto? Un cataplasma. Correo encapuchado. Sangre kilo. Vale, vamos primero para allá adentro y después vamos aquí al centro. Porque creo que lo hemos desbloqueado casi todo de esta zona. Hay misiones y tal que pueden estar interesantes, la verdad.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but one God, and He is our Maker. They are sinners who have given their love to false gods.
What? No mention of dessert? Surely this is a miracle.
The one who repents, who has faith unshaken by the darkness of the world, and roasts not, nor gloats over the misfortunes of the weak, but takes delight in the Maker's law and creations.
Boasts. It's boasts, sister, not roasts.
She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction. The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next.
Peace, sister, peace. She shall know the peace of Maker's benediction.
The veil holds no uncertainty.
El velo, no el celo.
She will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her bacon and her shield, her foundation and her...
There's no veal in the chant. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Oh, hello, dear. Can we help you?
What she means is, in Andraste's name, be welcome.
Stop correcting me. What would Andraste do? That's what you should be concerned with, I say. Andraste was no fuss budget. Praying for the good people of Denerim who've lost loved ones at Ostergard. It's usual to recite a stanza from Transfigurations when you pray for the departed.
It's usual to recite the stanza correctly.
That's what I said. Tell you about the chant? What? As if it's a cake you might buy? Well, it's done enough, but a little too much nutmeg for my taste.
Sister, instructing the ignorant is a sacred duty of the chantry.
Fine, then. What do you want to know? It's the 10th stanza from the Transfigurations. Lovely canticle, that one. Oh, you should have heard Brother Caedmon sing it, though.
Lo cantó bien, supongo.
He had a voice like a bucket full of toads. Revered Mother Boann, bless her heart, always said, if we had more voices like his, the Maker couldn't fail to take note of us.
¿Qué le pasó?
It was tragic, really. Such a surprise.
We don't speak of that.
Murió.
He was in charge of the lyrium storehouse. It wasn't good for him, you see. He took off all his clothes in the middle of the chant one summer day and ran into the street. He tripped and fell into the vat of elderberry wine for the feast and drowned. We were 6 days drying him out for his cremation. He looked like a pickled egg. So tragic.
Salió en pelotas. Por algún casual se tropezó, cayó en un barril de vino y se ahogó y murió. ¿Cómo? ¿Es posible? Ese cúmulo de circunstancias. Vale. ¿Qué dice el cantar de los engendros tenebrosos?
Oh, there are
Darkspawn were created by mankind's second sin, pride. Arrogance became a great caged beast in the lands of Tevinter, an emptiness that consumed all and could never be filled. To satisfy its hunger, the Mage Lords assaulted the Golden City, heart of all creation, to take the Maker's power for themselves.
Why does no one ever sing the good stanzas during chantry services anymore? They speak them. It's called the chant of light, not the speech of light.
Sister, would you kindly stop messing up the chant?
See how you like being interrupted.
Well, you get the general idea, I'm sure.
It is almost mealtime, isn't it?
Blessings of the Maker and of Andraste, his bride, upon you.
Vale, tenemos nuevo códice.
No time for chat, dear. It's mealtime.
Sister, that's hard.
It's true, though, isn't it? Doesn't the chant say, you may not lie, for there is only one truth?
Blessings of the Maker.
Vale. Aquí están haciendo bendiciones. Cantor. Hermana. Justine.
Strange that matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's Board?
¿Cómo lo sabes?
Well-armed individuals that visit the rectory tend to be here for that. Chanter Rosamond is tireless and resolute in her duties. I'm sure you can find something of interest on her board. I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry. Pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste.
¿De qué estás tan
I have
orgullosa?
always been fascinated with history. What better place to indulge that than the birthplace of the Maker's prophet? To be the curator of this chantry and to be so young. I fight a battle with pride, and hopefully the Maker can forgive my occasional defeat.
¿Qué hace una
The
conservadora?
archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also search for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds.
Después de todos estos años todavía quedan reliquias por encontrar.
My thought exactly, but I'm perpetually amazed at how quickly people accept fantastic claims at face value. A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In this city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone. Curators often accept them as genuine. I worry about the authenticity of even our most holy artifacts.
¿Por qué los otros conservadores se dejan engañar?
I've often thought of that. When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais, I thought that false relics slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine. We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her. Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive.
Pero hallar el equilibrio entre fe y razón es
And
complicado.
often close to heretical. But I believe that the truth only increases the awe of the Maker and his prophet, not demean it. Even false symbols have the power to inspire, but it seems every year we fall more out of touch with the real Andraste.
¿Crees que una de las cenizas sagradas es real?
Certainly, my research indicates that all of the ashes were gathered into a pot or urn, but it's been lost for centuries. That doesn't stop hawkers from selling pinches of the ashes of Andraste to gullible pilgrims. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere, though it's possible the urn broke.
¿Cuántas reliquias auténticas has encontrado?
Well, there's one that might be real. I couldn't prove it wasn't. Perhaps you can understand my skepticism. So many claims, so few truths.
¿Puedes contarme algo acerca de tu
You've
trabajo?
shown admirable patience listening to my diatribe before. I will not bore you again. Suffice it to say, I look for and authenticate holy relics for the chantry.
Tengo que irme,
Of course,
adiós.
enjoy your visit to the chantry.
Esta es la capilla. Buah. Cantor.
The deep dark before dawn's first light seems...
Buah. Vale, tenemos bastantes misiones, ¿eh? Las haremos. Se necesita llave.
Dwarven crafts. Find dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better. Dwarven crafts. Find dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better.
Tres. Objetos recibidos. Raíces, perdón. Vete tú a saber lo que le he remangado. Flechas. Esta. Objetos recibidos. ¿Qué objeto hemos recibido? La flecha no creo. Tiara. Ojito la tiara. ¿Qué más? Vale. Robo fallido. Mira tú. Vale, vamos a hablar con Perso.
I recognize you. From Ostagar. And trust his blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Kaelin. I demand satisfaction, sir. So you would compound slander on top of treason? You dare smear Terran Loghain's word?
Piensa un poco, los guardias jamás ayudarían a los engendros tenebrosos. Persuadir. Si te equivocas, matarás a una inocente.
The savior of Ferelden, Terran Loghain, personally told me of the Warden's betrayal. Your betrayal. An uncommon traitor deserves no common death. We will meet on the field of honor, and my blade shall see justice done. Meet me in the back alley behind the Nod Noble Tavern. There we will duel. But honor demands you accept. You turn your back on me? This is not over, Warden.
Es su honor, no el mío.
Dwarven craft.
A ver.
Welcome, welcome. We sell only the strongest dwarven steel, folded over 100 times in the forges of Orzammar. In times like this, surely your group could use some extra protection on the road. I'll answer what I can, but my policy is not to sell things that don't belong to me.
¿Cuáles son los personajes más importantes de Narnia?
It's the capital of Ferelden, so naturally the Queen and Regent are at the top. But the man who seems to be running the city guard is the new Arl Rendon Howe. Came in from somewhere up north.
Es el nuevo R. Random Howe.
The Landsmeet's the big news. Every dusty noble estate in Denerim is airing its sheets, waiting for the Lord to ride into town. Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
Vale, hay bastantes cositas. Bueno, ojo. Quiero aprender ser berserker. Me flipa. Cuando subamos de nivel, aprenderemos al 100% el ser berserker.
What is it? I have work to do.
Nada, Dios.
All right.
Pues ya está. Usted.
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Orlesian-scented oils in all of Denerim. For you, perhaps? The oils are very relaxing in baths, no? Much of the city is still a mystery to me, but the markets is like my home. Circle and sorcered objects can be found in the wonders of Thedas, in the alleyway north. The armorer, Wade, and his emporium are just to the south. If you need work, outside the rectory to the southeast is a chanter's board. And if your thirst is strong, head to the Nord Noble Tavern north of here. Be prepared though, they do put on many
Se dan
airs.
muchos aires. ¿De dónde eres?
I am from Orlais. You've heard of us, no? Your Denerim is a fine city, but I miss my Varroyo. She's quite beautiful this time of year.
Balrogeux, si mal no recuerdo. A ver, en el Inquisition sé que lo visitamos cerca del inicio del juego y es donde conseguimos a un compañero. Bueno, en este caso es una compañera, es una pícara, pero que va a distancia, va con un arco. Y vas ahí para intentar convencer a los templarios de que te ayuden. Pero en el 2 sí que no sé si vas a Balrogeux. Creo que no. ¿Por qué te marchaste?
Orlais has many good things, but it is sometimes not so good to be common. My brother had trouble with a chevalier and we departed shortly after. You know so little of Orlais here. The chevaliers are knights of the highest order. They are the most skilled in the world. Their discipline, formidable. For their service, they're allowed privileges. They can do whatever they want.
Pueden hacerle lo que quieran a los plebeyos. ¿Y por qué lo
Because there is little choice. There are so many wonderful things about Orlais, but Ferelden has something precious. Here, a man or a woman is born free and lives free. I do not understand it, but the nobles here are not so high, and none of us are quite so low. As much as I miss my Varroyo, I love where I am.
¿En qué problema te
The
metiste?
Chevalier took an interest in me. It was his right, but it was unwelcome. Incensed, my brother hit him over the head with a pot. Such a thing is almost treason. We left that very night and came here.
Pero si tu hermano hizo lo correcto.
That and more. Some revere them for their skill and their high service, but others tread lightly. As lightly as the mouse in the cat's den. If you will excuse me, I feel a touch lightheaded. It is a pleasure to see you again. Have my flowers enticed you? Or perhaps you tire of the smells of the city and would buy my Orlesian oils?
Vale,
I am from
quiero
Orleans
ver
is a fine city, but I miss my barrio.
esto.
What I miss most are the clothes. The avenue of flowers this time of year has so many colors. And the skirts. Fine wools, cloths, many only the noble-born can afford. Ferelden is more muted. Its fashion's quite old. But I like the people of this city very much.
¿Por qué te marchaste?
My brother had trouble with a chevalier and we departed shortly after. For their service, they're allowed privileges. They can do whatever they want to the lesser
¿Y
born.
por qué lo tolera la
None of
gente?
us are quite so low. As much as
¿En qué problema te
he
metiste?
left that very night.
Pero si
and
tu
yet,
hermano hizo lo correcto.
perhaps in your lands, but not in my kingdom. Many revere the chevaliers for their skill, honor, and deeds. But others tread lightly. As lightly as the mouse in the cat's den. If you will excuse me, I feel a touch lightheaded.
No se ha debido amistad con nadie. Ok. Vale. Emporio. Sargento Quilón.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
¿Cómo sabes quién
Your
soy?
likeness was passed around to the senior guardsman at the palace. I must say, the sketch didn't do you much justice. Don't worry, even if I believed the official story of what happened at Ostagar, I'm no fool. If I asked my men to apprehend you, they'd all run and cry big sobby tears in their courtesans' bosoms and leave me all alone to be skewered. Don't disturb the peace in the market, and that's well enough for me.
¿Necesitas ayuda?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
¿Qué quieres que
The name
haga?
of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Cuenta conmigo, sargento.
Happy hunting.
Vale, tenemos una misión. ¿Y este señor?
Another visitor in my store. Enjoy browsing my wares.
¿Quién eres?
Master Trader Ignacio, at your service, good sir. My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Cesar handles the trade stock, I handle other affairs.
No eres de Ferleden, ¿verdad?
No, I am not. I am a trader at heart. My home is the road. But I was born past the waking sea in Antiva. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
¿Qué quieres
On the
decir?
docks of Rialto, life is cheap. As cheap as the dockside ale and the soiled horse. You can live a longer life out here. And a wise man can make a comfortable fortune in time.
Pero como la llegada de la ruina, Ferleden tampoco es un lugar seguro.
Straightforward, predictable danger is refreshing to me. Any moment in Rialto, the streets can run red, and often do. I'd take Darkspawn any day. At least you can see them coming. No. Not yet. Perhaps one day. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was. Luck be to you, Warden.
te crea sus mentiras. Los amigos de los guardias grises se reúnen. La perla oculta alberga la llave de las existencias. Los grifos volverán a alzarse. Continuar. ¿Qué? ¿Esto qué es? Casa de gente. Billy. Tienda Maravillas.
Do you think they sell silk ribbons in that store? I've been meaning to spruce up my boots for the longest time.
Vamos a hallar un guardado que llevamos sin guardar bastante. Consecuencia de tu golpe, la puerta se abre con un crujido. Hay una leve brisa como si hubiera producido un cambio de presión. Presentes la canjita pintada. Continuar. La puerta se cierra. Continuar. ¡Guau! 3 horazos. Vale, y tenemos Berserker. Sí, vamos a ser Berserkers, Ya voy avisando. Poder de la sangre. Berserker. Heredó a sangre y muerte. Sume al Berserker en una rabia que le confiere una modificación de daño. No obstante, las furias suponen una penalización a regeneración de vigor. Con acción, la resistencia añade una bonificación a regeneración de salud con... Vale. Nos quitamos esto y nos activamos esto. Que... Ah, vale. 2 puntos en fuerza y 1 en astucia. Ya está. Tienda Maravillas. El almacén. Vamos a entrar a todas estas casas.
And so I shall.
Más flechas. Vale, otro cofre aquí. ¿Qué tendrá? Vale, otra espada. Sí, me hace raro que de repente aparezcan colores. Vale, ya hemos estado en el almacén. Vamos a la tienda de las maravillas.
Of course. Lovely.
Vale, libro.
As you desire.
Los Kunari. Vale.
Welcome to the wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as a variety of antiquities. Is there anything you would like to see?
Revisa sus mercancías. Buah, claro. Aquí vende bastantes cositas, Antiguo mapa. Vale, aquí. Casa de Kentivi. O como carajo se quiera llamar este señor. Historia de la capilla, capítulo 3. 3 puntos en fuerza. Golpe mortal. Jugar. Pum, para adelante.
And so I shall.
Cultos de los dragones. Esta señora ha subido de nivel. Siguiente. Defensa heroica. Pum.
What are you doing? You're not supposed to go in there.
Solo queréis explorar.
I'm sorry, but that room is not for guests. It's full of books and papers, and I'd rather they were not disturbed. I said no. Genitivi was a very private person. No, don't touch that door!
Dear me, what's all the fuss? Well, all right.
Por listo. No me quería dejar entrar. Se lo ha cargado. La jerarquía de la capilla. ¿Qué hay aquí? Símbolo de Andraste de acero. Cuerpo auténtico de Wellon. Vale. Taberna. Creo que va a ser aquí la misión esa que nos decían, ¿no? Vale.
Challenge someone to arm wrestle me. That would be fun.
No tenemos habilidad suficiente.
You remind me of Lady Cecily.
Of course.
She was an Orlesian lady. My mother served her until she died, and Lady Cecily let me stay instead of turning me out on the street. You are like her in some ways. You have the same poise, the same air of nobility.
Oh, child, I am hardly noble.
I learned that nobility isn't just something you are born with. I have met nobles who are very petty and mean.
No sé si podrá... Sí.
Then, there are people with a certain dignity and grace. It draws you to them, no matter who you are or who they are. I think the lowest peasant can have the most noble spirit, and it will always shine through. It is this nobility of spirit
And
that
so
you
I
share
shall.
with Cecily.
Why, thank you, Liliana. It's very kind of you to say that.
¿Qué habrá en esta puerta? Los mercenarios, vale. Guardia Sophie.
My shift's nearly over. Think I'm trusty.
Vamos a hablar primero con el tabaco.
What can I get you, stranger?
¿Has oído algún rumor?
Spawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings. And then they were gone, just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors. I'm not holding out hope myself. Anything else you need?
Con algo que no sé. Correspondencia interrumpida. Resolución de problema. Vale. Tiene misiones. Interesante. No, carajo. ¿Quieres venir, bobo? Gracias.
Now we drink more. I'm a Crimsonor. Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skulls. Another round for me, now we drink more.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about. I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more. Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens. Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
Vale. Noticias de pociones para la hermandad. Ok.
As you desire.
Busy day today. All the news is troubling these days. When will the war end? My cousin was sent to Ostagar before the battle.
Ok.
I hope he's well.
Vamos a ver la siguiente casita.
Best be careful. Darkspawn are coming. Ah, don't mind us. Just talk, that's all.
Emporio Void.
It is sometimes so hard to believe that you have been through so much at such a young age.
I think I look younger than I am.
Yes, that is possible. When I was your age, I was just about ready to...
Welcome, friends. Welcome to Wade's Emporium. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of Ferelden. How may we assist you? Certainly.
Vale, básicamente armadura. Menos lo primero, que es fragmento de metal, y ya está. Este es el herrero. No vamos a hablar con él, no nos interesa ahora mismo. Yo lo que busco es darle la paliza a esos señores. Pero no caigo ahora donde deben de estar. Vamos a mirar. La perla, situada en los muelles. Es que los muelles, ¿dónde están? Esa es la pregunta.
Hola dice. Hola te saluda XD.
Buenas, Lucasillo. Vale, el fería. Puede que sea aquí.
Message for you, my lady.
¿Qué?
More things to deliver. Goodbye.
Lucasillo
prueba
dice.
de los
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, bro, bien. La prueba de los cuervos. Te ha entregado una críptica nota en la que se dice que si con los cuervos de Antigua acudas a una de las habitaciones traseras de la taberna el noble Rodio. Vale. El noble Rodio. A ver. Una de las habitaciones de la taberna. Vale, ya sé dónde. Estuve antes. A ver.
You hear about the note? Maybe we have some things we can talk about. You are of great interest to me. Who do you blame for a death? The sword or the swordsman? Crows are swords, instruments used by someone else for their own reasons. So, one of our swords is hired out. He and his employees will do their job or die trying. But the crows as a whole have no bias. I can't stress enough that I wasn't hired to do anything. An associate was, and he's failed. And failed badly. A client can always hire more help if the job isn't done the first time. But I am hoping we can make sure that doesn't happen.
¿Cómo sé que puedo fiarme de ti?
A man's word is vital in any profession, especially delicate ones.
Ah, el honor entre ladrones, ¿no? Algo así. Te escucho.
Ferelden is a busy place. Blight, civil war, other mayhem. Lots of people not getting along. Sometimes they really don't get along. Maybe want to do something about it. The people that handle that sort of thing can get real busy.
Continúa.
It takes time to do a good job. Pride in your work and all. But customers have expectations. Not many people to turn to if you're short-staffed in some lines of work. So, someone that's crossed our path and lived, well, maybe they could help out. Make some coin. Everyone wins. I see. Then we are wasting time. No offense meant. Talk to Caesar back at our stall if you want to buy something. No hard feelings, right?
Le he dejado claro que no soy ningún asesinito. Que creo que ya no podemos hablar con él. Dentro de lo que cabe. Bueno, salgamos de aquí. Que me estoy volviendo loco con tanto cambio de colores. Voy a echar un guardado por si acaso. El Fería.
By order of the new Earl of Denerim, no one is to enter the alienage.
been an elven uprising. Knifeears even have the gall to attack the Jarl's only son. Killed him in cold blood. With the whole Urian family dead, the regent appointed Rendon Howe of Amaranthine the new Jarl of Denerim. First thing he did was lead a purge of the alienage. It's a mess in there. When things are put back in order, the gates will be reopened. Now on your way. The alienage is closed. Be on your way.
Vale, no podemos ir a la alfería, que lo teníamos aquí. Mapa de la ciudad. No, porque estas cosas ya he entrado. Vale, pues no, tenemos que ir al mapa de la ciudad, imagino. Porque nos han pedido que en el puerto vayamos a la perla. Así que a ver cómo lo hacemos. Vamos allá. Mapa de la ciudad. Se me cierra, ¿no? Me lo imaginaba. Esos cambios de colores no eran normales. Por suerte guardamos antes. Reanudar. Se ha vuelto a cerrar. ¿What? Aquí hay un pequeño problemilla que estamos teniendo. Cargar partida. Cargar partida. No, se me está cerrando todo el rato, ¿eh? Y no es que esté ardiendo el PC. No sé por qué será. Vale, voy a... Quito esto. Salimos de aquí. Controlar al suprimir.
Lucasillo dice. ¿Tendrá algo que ver con el Ops?
No tiene nada que ver con el Ops. Jugar. Se cierra otra vez, ¿no? Sí. No tiene nada que ver con el Ops porque si no, no me abriría directamente. Dale. Configurar. No me lo pongas en pantalla completa y a tomar por saco. Guardar cambios, sí. Vale. Ahora ya no está en pantalla completa. Ya está. Fácil y sencillo. Mira que no me gusta jugar así. Lo odio con toda mi alma, jugar en ventana. A ver. Vale. La perla. ¿En serio combate? ¿Está bobo o qué?
Lucasillo dice. ¿Y se ha buceado la pantalla completa o qué?
Can't be. But here she is. Looks like the wardens have fallen hard. Ha! Men, kill her.
¡Al Mai! Somos berserkers ahora. Vamos. Otro menos. Arqueros. Lo bueno es que no me preocupo mucho de mi vida, porque llevo una healer en el equipo. Ahí está.
Dice. Llevo cerca de 2 semanas sin jugar al Dark Souls. Veremos a ver cómo juego después de tanto tiempo, jaja.
Va a estar gracioso, la verdad.
Of course.
Cuarzo.
Dice. Sobre todo porque me lo quiero intentar pasar hoy.
Mapa de la ciudad. Y nos vamos a la perla. No tenemos que matar a ninguno. Vale, guardar partida.
That scamp Kylon sent you, right? Glad he hasn't forgotten about us. The mercenaries are right there. If you're here about other things, just speak up.
Someone needs to put you in your place.
Turn around and walk, stranger. This affair is for white falcons only. Get a load of this guard. You're telling us what to do? That's supposed to scare me. The falcons get to hunt. Everybody looks sharp.
A ver.
Make her protect me. Mercy! Mercy! We'll leave. We'll do whatever you want. Just no more.
Vaciad los bolsillos y largo.
Fools. The Grey Warden. And I had heard that all the Ferelden Wardens were killed or exiled from this place. Oh, don't look so surprised.
Dice. Sobre todo me sigo preguntando cómo me voy a pasar al Manus o cómo se llame. Que era jodido de narices.
But, Grey Warden or no, it is refreshing to see another woman who answers to no one.
Yo también me alegro de conocerte.
Now, what can I do for you, my dear? I assume you saw that little drama, and none of these poor brutes has ever proven a match for me. They are too clumsy and predictable. I fight with quickness and wit, rather than with brute force and strength. I call myself a duelist because I honed my skills in duels with warriors I encountered over the years. An unusual request, coming from a fearsome slayer of darkspawn. I am flattered that you wish to learn from me, sweet thing. But I have watched you, and you seem to lack a particular grace that is required. You are accustomed to doing battle a certain way, yes? I can teach you some basics. Perhaps you can pass it on to someone who might be interested in what I have to offer. I do, however, wish to get to know my potential student better. So we shall call for a drink, and you will honor me with a game.
¿No hay otra forma de que lleguemos a conocernos?
Do you have something else in mind? Do not take this the wrong way. I'm sure you are an impressive lover, but I have no desire for companionship as of right now. Now then, a drink. A round of wicked grace, else we have no agreement. Have you ever played Wicked Grace? It is easy to learn, but difficult to master. You must watch your opponent's moves as carefully as your own. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to? Very well. There. That should be sufficient. 5 cards each to start with, and may the cleverest player win. Ah, the Night of Dawn. Just what I wanted.
Destreza.
You certainly have quick reflexes. I'm quite impressed. And as for me cheating, well, the game does not matter. I just wanted to see if you could outwit me. You have proven yourself quick and resourceful, and I would be honored to pass my skills on to you. Come, we will need some space for this.
A ver. Duelista.
I don't think there's anything else I can teach you. Perhaps tell those you meet where you learned what you know.
Yes? Something you need? Denerim is Ferelden's most important city, yes? This is the seat of power, the jewel in the crown of the king. She is Ferelden's heart. Her walls are strong, but within them lies so much beauty, just like the country and the people.
Vale.
Well, all right.
¿Podrá esta abrir el cofre? Sí. Perfecto. No puede abrir la puerta porque imagino necesito... ¿Ja?
Another Grey Warden supporter.
Not just a supporter, Payton. That's a Grey Warden. She's the one Arl Howe is looking for.
Our trap landed a warden. You've got one chance to surrender.
Persuadir.
For what it's worth, I believe you. Not that I particularly care. We're not common guards, Warden. We're Howe's elite. Shavra, Tenant, and Jarvie, let's kill ourselves a warden.
My.
Ahí lo llevas. Nos podemos mover. Gracias. Leches. Ahí. Vale. No hay nada por aquí, ¿verdad? Absolutamente nada. Aquí menos. Aquí tampoco hay nada. A ver si encontramos algo. Una cajita de madera. ¿Qué tendrá?
What now?
Otro códice.
Welcome to the Pearl. I'm Sanga, the proprietor. Have a seat, get comfortable, and tell me what you need. Every one of my people here is a skilled craftsman, and don't let anyone tell you different. You'll have to go one at a time, I'm afraid. Our rooms aren't quite big enough to share between so many. But we can discuss that in a moment. So what would you like me to show you? The men or the women? Or some of both, if you prefer.
What?
Wait here. Now, before you choose,
Huh?
let me remind you of the guild.
Okay.
You see these lovely gentlemen by the door? If you don't play nicely with my people, these boys will have words with you. You'll pay up front, 40 silver. I'm getting tired of throwing soldiers off the pier for forgetting their coin. We're a craft hall, not a public charity. So, shall I let you get acquainted?
Persuadir.
It's 40, and I don't care whose army you're in. We have taxes to pay, just like everyone else.
Entendido.
Go ahead and choose, then.
What the... What the fuck?
Right this way. This is my first time.
A la mierda.
Really?
Suficiente por el amor de... ¿Hola? Esa no me la esperaba. Leliana no está de acuerdo. Obviamente. Puerta equivocada. Por cierto. La amistad de Leliana. A ver, seguimos con 40, menos mal. Solo ha bajado uno. Buah, es que claro, tenemos todo esto aquí. ¡Otra pelea! ¡No! ¿Contra quién es esta vez?
I was hoping I'd find you. I heard about the pearl. Scrapes, bruises, and a few broken things, but no deaths. You showed restraint. The pearl's workers will...
Some of those men were mine, guard dogs. Anyone hurts one of the White Falcons, they answer to me.
I see. Don't bother sparing these louts. Things are about to get messy.
Yo me encargo de este arquero en un inicio. Muerte. Mira tú el arquero de las narices aquí.
And people actually voluntarily attack you. Are they just stupid? Here's the payment I promised. I might have more work if you're interested. But I'm heading back to the market district. Back alleys are just too dangerous for me.
Dos horitos, ojo. Más todo lo que sacamos de esta peña. Vale, ese de ahí no tiene oro. A ver, podemos investigar estas calles. Si hubiera algo que investigar, la verdad. Pero no hay absolutamente nada que investigar aquí. Ah, bueno. Igual esta parte de aquí sí. Absolutamente nada. Mapa de la ciudad. Sargento. Vale. Realmente por ahora no podemos marcharnos de aquí. Por lo que puedo ver. Porque es mapa de la ciudad. Vale. No, sí. Podríamos marchar de aquí a aquí. Porque lo tenemos al lado. Vamos a ver... ¿Qué otra misión nos tiene el sargento?
Good to see you back. I've got complaints in the Nord Noble Tavern that some mercenaries have invaded. Nothing violent has happened. The sellswords are probably just disturbing the nobles' rarefied conversation. Just drum the louts out of there. The barkeep doesn't mind some blood. Or sport, as she called it. Captain said Denerim won't miss a few dead mercenaries. Do what you will, and good luck.
Los conocimos. Voy a intentar razonar con ellos. Porque voy a hacer misiones para ellos, entonces...
What are you looking at? We're the Crimson Oars. Complaints? We have good coin, and we're breaking none of your laws. I spit on your complaints.
You see, this is why we called the guard. Causing a ruckus, they are.
We happen to like the ale better here, the wine too. Less vomit on the floor. So long as we're paying, they're serving.
¿No preferirías una taberna con más...?
You may have a point. Barwoman, you and your women are too old and shriveled. Too many damn clothes, right, boys? Oars, we go to the docks. Let's find us some wenches.
He conseguido que se vayan pacíficamente. Menudo milagro.
Good job clearing those louts out.
También te digo, de milagro. Porque podría haberse complicado muchísimo más.
Edwina sends her thanks for getting rid of the Crimson Oars. Mind you, she's disappointed there was no fighting. Here's payment. You've helped out a great deal.
Está decepcionada. ¿Quería que me los cargara? A ver, hubiera sido bastante más gracioso. A ver. Hay bastantes misiones por aquí que podemos hacer, ¿eh? Justicia callejera. Elimina a los criminales que se aprovechan de los inocentes en los callejones de Engerin. Podría aceptarlas todas, ¿eh? De hecho, voy a aceptarlas todas.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him.
Nice to see you again. Of course,
In the name of Andraste, Bride of the Maker, be welcome in this house. While the cathedral is closed, if you need to make wedding or funeral arrangements, you'll have to talk to Sister Oma.
Did someone die? I remember a funeral.
King Kalen died, remember? Along with most of the army at Ostagar? Maker guide them all.
That which you fear, living in the shadow of death alone, I have seen it is only a cloud passing before the sun.
The death toll at Ostagar was staggering. We've had a funeral every day for a lost son or daughter of Denerim, and we've many more yet to hold.
Are they singing the chant now? It's a funeral, isn't it?
He should have retired to Valroyo years ago, but he wanted to stay and serve the remainder of his days in his homeland. It's the lyrium that does this.
¿Por qué no deja de tomarlo?
He wouldn't be a Templar anymore.
Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked and do not falter.
He doesn't forget who he is, even if he can't remember anything else. May the light of the Maker guide your steps.
Vale, tenemos información de los templarios. Claro. Ahora tenemos... Vale, intercepta sus fuerzas.
And so I shall.
Vale. 1, 2 y 3 lugares. Pues vamos a hacer esto. Probablemente nos ataquen de camino. Sorpresa increíble. Sicario matón. ¿Este es otro sicario? Sí, sicarios. Vale, pues vamos a por estos. Este arquero es mío. A por estos arqueritos. Es que claro, le estamos reduciendo las fuerzas a este señor.
And so I shall. Well, all right.
Bastante dinerito hemos conseguido, así de gratis. Vamos a hablar con la muchacha esta. Con Tania.
Good day.
Va, bueno, pues buenos días. Vamos otra vez a ver si podemos seleccionar zona. Sí. Pues vamos a este otro callejón. Me lo imaginaba, la verdad. Otro menos. Muere. Cómo están molestando los arqueros de ahí al fondo. Otro menos. Y fuera.
All right.
Otro bandido menos. No, no, por ahí no podemos ir. Aquí. El segundo equipo de asalto. A por este. Vale, hay un arquero aquí al fondo. Ven para acá. ¡Hala! A dormir.
All right.
Sí, vale. Este tiene... Tenía algo para pillar. Y aquí arriba creo que también hay. Ah, no, no, no. Arriba no había nadie. Tomamos todo esto. 2 en destreza y 1 en astucia. Siguiente. Ahí lo llevas. Y vamos a la tercera zona. Es que si podemos matarlo ahora sería impresionante. A ver, me van a atacar. 100%. Ah, pues no.
You! We're about to send the boys to hunt you down. Boss says kill him.
Vale, tiramos estabilidad. Que estaba buscando al líder. Vale. Primero a recolectar. Después hablamos con la persona que hay ahí.
And so I shall. Of course.
El último deseo... vale.
Let me be.
Pues ok. En teoría ya hemos hecho las 3 zonas, ¿no? En teoría. Me van a atacar. Esta es la última zona, imagino. Pues no me atacan. Preparémonos. A los magos siempre hay que atacarlos primero. Pillamos de aquí. ¿Quieres girar la cámara? Gracias. No me fío. He ido directamente a por el arquero porque lo veía venir. Vale, pillamos esto. Pillamos esto.
I'll do it. What now?
A ver, los arqueritos de las narices. Vamos. Así que este es el tontito que me está tocando ahí las narices metiendo buffs. No sé si va a ser la última sala o no. Vale. Cofre para Liliana. Estamos subiendo bastante experiencia, la verdad. Ahí. No. ¿Targeteas a este o qué? Vale, aquí hay un cofre que es para Liliana. Ah, sin cabecita, muy bien. Let's go. Dos cofres aquí. ¿Los dos piden candado? Sí. Yo creo que Liliana puede abrir los dos. Documentos privados. Y elixir. Nada más. Vale. ¡Corran! ¿Y este Mavari? ¿Y por qué se ha caído mi personaje? Y esto para su casa. Vale, echamos otro guardado. Porque vamos a pasar a la siguiente sala. Pausa. Rejuvenecimiento. Es que me han matado. Cargar partida. Es que sé por dónde tengo que entrar. Ahora ya sé por dónde hay que ir. No hay que ir por aquí. Hay que ir por la última. Porque ahí es donde están los magos. Aquí.
Lucasillo dice: ¿cómo vas? Había ido a comprar agua para el directo de hoy que va a ser muy largo, jaja.
Jeje. Bien, vamos bien, vamos bien. Hasta el momento en el que me matan. Obviamente. ¿Quieres usarlo, boba? Ah, claro, si me congelan no puedo. Bueno, o volvemos a cargar partida. La gile eso de meter gileo mal, ¿no? Vale, voy a echar el guardado aquí delante para no tener que volver a dar una pateada. ¡Pero no me congelen siempre! Ya han matado a la healer. No, 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 esto es imposible. No, 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 no. Vale. En cuanto entremos, aquí hacemos la pausa. Esta. Este. Claro. Este que vaya aquí. De hecho, mejor que vaya por este. Esta. Que se tire la armadura de roca. Y esta que meta... Distracción.
Lucasillo dice.
Este.
He estado mirando un vídeo aunque no lo he visto entero de cómo matar al Manus. ¿Esto qué es el Digimon con el congelar? Necesito ir a por un colgante que me protege del hechizo. Lo que no sé es cómo conseguirlo. Tengo que informarme.
Vale. Este personaje. Boom. Te tiras una poti. Por si acaso. Vale. Aquí vamos a tirarnos potis, porque es que no estoy tirando potis, es la cosa. Y tú también. Tú te... Aquí. Espérate. No tengo todavía el sanar, ¿no? No. Tú. Tírate la poción cuando puedas, crack. Vale. El guerrero a tomar por saco. Vale, esta vez es la buena. Dios mío. Vale, estoy mirando un vídeo. Guardar partida. Estoy mirando un vídeo, aunque no lo he visto entero, de cómo... Esto que es, necesito ir a por un colgante que me proteja del hechizo. Lo que no sé es cómo conseguirlo. Vale. Vale, sala final. Esto ya es la sala final. Con lo cual... Estamos más que preparados. Realmente, no. Sala final, mis narices. Si esto es una sala final, no sé lo que es una sala final entonces. ¡Dejad de tirarme! Gracias por curarme, mi pana. El mago. El mago son los problemas. Los verdaderos problemas son los malditos magos de las narices. ¿En serio, amigo? ¿Tendrá algo? No.
As you desire. And so I shall.
Guardamos en cada momento que vayamos a pasar por una puerta. Vale. Ahí es el final. Uf. Se viene. ¿Este cofre? Vale, y el armario. Vale, lo que quiero mirar es... Nosotros tenemos un espadón de 13,20. Nos ponemos este espadón. Y hay que prepararse, porque en cuanto abra esto, probablemente salte diálogo o algo así.
I know not how you have survived thus far. Is it luck or providence? No matter. You will not survive this!
Menos mal que me ha sanado. Son Kunaris. Eso sí que no me lo esperaba, que contratara Kunaris. Mago de las narices. Tontito. Vale, vamos a ver. Capitán mercenario. Es literalmente llave del dormitorio. What? Ah, vale. Igual es una llave que ahora podemos acceder a otra zona. Llamada dormitorio, ¿no? Llave del dormitorio. Llave del dormitorio. Es que dudo que sea este dormitorio, pero... Igual sí es este dormitorio. Ah, refugiados, guerra civil. Buah. Vámonos al barrio mercantil. No puede ser. ¿Y ahora quién carajos me quiere atacar?
To escape me, eh, Warden? I'd prefer to fight with honor, but over scum like you, I'll take any victory I can.
Let's make this quick. Make us reserve it.
Mira que no quería matarlo, ¿eh? Pero es tontito. Una maza. Worth it. ¿Podré subir, por favor? Bueno. Pues bueno. Se me cuida este señor. Vale, igual nos dice que hay que hacer. Ah, bueno.
And after much sweat, blood and toil, her labors ended, and the world marveled at what she wrought.
4 oros. La hemos completado entonces, ¿no? Ah, pues no. Vale. Entonces realmente la misión para enfrentarnos a Logain es los refugiados y la guerra civil. 100%. Son estas dos. Que rescatar. Llamado Rexel. aparte de eso, se han llevado... Vale. Nada, lo suyo va a ser el ataque de...